What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome to another, I don't really want to say throwaway series, but it's similar to the New England Patriots series that we're doing right now on the channel, where we're just waiting for the September scouting update to come through. So I decided, you know what? I haven't done a relocation franchise ever, I don't think, on the channel, at least. I've done it once or twice just like by myself just to have a little bit of fun. But I understand that the relocation stuff hasn't changed in like 6 years in Madden, so I tended to stay away from it. But this year, with us having to wait about a month until the update comes out, I was like, you know what? I might as well just test the waters, see how a relocation franchise looks, see how it does, and that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. We are going to be starting the relocation process. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's going to encompass choosing where we move to, what our name is going to be, what our logo is going to be, what our jerseys, our stadium, all that good stuff about the start of a relocation. And then in the next episode will probably be, I don't know if it'll be the start. It may be the off season in the next video, because I'm going to start the relocation in year number 1 in the preseason, and then I'm going to, hopefully by the offseason, when we come to the draft, the first draft that we will have as our new team. So hopefully that's how it works. I don't know if that's how it works or not, but we'll have to wait and find out. But without further ado, it is time to announce the team. Well, you probably already know the teams from the thumbnail and the title, but it is time to announce the team officially of who we are going to be relocating. We are going to be relocating the Houston Texans. That's right. We are going to be relocating the Houston Texans from the Houston area and moving them somewhere. I don't know where we're going to move them, but we're going to move them somewhere. Now, people are probably saying, Juice, the Texans are a fairly new team. They just got here in the early 2000s. Why would you move them? Well, not only have there been small rumors that the Texans would move, but there's also been a ton of off-the-field stuff with Deshaun Watson, and this organization's just poorly run, their owner's bad, their GM's stupid, they don't know how to run a football team. All these things have come out of Houston, and they've just been a negative light. And so I feel like if we just give them a fresh start, we move them away from Houston. I'm sorry for the Houston fans, but we move them away from Houston. We get them a fresh new beginning, and we clean house with the organization, and we start fresh. And I feel like the Texans are the best team to do that with. So we are going to be relocating the Houston Texans. Make sure to smash that like button, hit notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's get into it. So here we are, week number 1 of the preseason. I have yet to actually confirm the relocation because I was waiting for you guys. So if we go right over here to manage team, we go to stadium. Their stadium rating is only a 22. It needs to be a 20 to relocate, so I had to make the relocating settings everyone can relocate so that I could do this, because there's only a handful of teams that have a stadium rating lower than 22 that you can relocate right off the start, and I wanted to relocate right off the start. So we are going to move the team, confirm the relocation. Are you sure you want to begin relocating the team process? Yes, confirm it. I'll check with a couple cities and see if anyone is interested. Keep an eye on your things to do in a couple of weeks to choose a city. So we have officially moved the Texans, or started the process from moving from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas to wherever we find ourselves. So let's skip to the next week, and maybe since we're starting in the preseason, it will give us more time to work on our players or work on our team and who we want to become, I guess you could say. But this roster is the most up-to-date roster that Madden has so far. The only question I have is, are we going to keep Deshaun Watson as our starting quarterback, or do we want to move on and get a complete fresh start with a new quarterback in our new city? So let's keep upgrading these players. I don't really care about these guys that much because it's just the preseason, and who knows how many of these guys are going to stay here for the entire time that we are whatever team we are. And now we can cut 21 players. So I'll probably just go and do that real quick because I would like to cut the guys myself. So I'll go and cut 21 guys, and then I will see you when we get to week 1. All right, we are here in week number 1 of the regular season. We got down to a 53-man roster. I don't know how soon we are going to get any notifications that we can start relocating the team. I'm going to keep simulating the regular season. Hopefully we get a good draft pick so that we have our first ever draft pick in our new city is a good one. We lost to the Jaguars 38-20. That's not a good start. Now we got to play the Browns. I'm assuming we're going to lose to the Browns as well. No, we beat the Browns 16-13. Okay, that's not good for the Browns. But we do get some upgrades here. So we're 3 weeks into the season. We don't have any notifications or anything, so we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Can I upgrade or can I download anything from the Madden share, or will it kick me out again? Last time I tried this, it kicked me out. Okay, it'll let me do it. So let's do this one. Sure, download file. DP Gamer. Realistic Draft 1. We're going to find out who's in it. Is this going to be Spencer Rattler? I don't even know if he's able to go in the draft. We've got, who is these? Chris James. This is a realistic draft. Who are we talking about here? There's nobody here. So we'll go and get a new one, I guess. I want actual, like, real players. If anybody has it. Let's try this one from, I don't know. I didn't see who that guy's name was. An error has occurred. Okay. Oh, Osama bin Laden. Okay, he's been known to have some good ones, but we can't download that right now for some reason. All right, we'll try pork chop. Let's try pork chop. An error has occurred. Let's just do this one. Hyper realistic. I don't know if this is gonna have real players in it or not. Can I not download anyone? Download complete. So, oh wow, this is cool. It's got actual like player models and stuff for some people. That's kind of cool actually. Devin Patton, Matthew Stoudemire. Is it just those guys that have those weird player models? I don't know. We'll go with this one. We don't really need, I guess we don't need real people. So we'll go with this one. I don't know who's to scout. Let's scout Chris James, see if he's good. Oh, he seems to be pretty good. Keith Bolden. Studbaker, however you Studebaker. Devin Patton, or Devon Patton, however you want to say his name. Lorenzo Williams. Okay. So, moving to the next week, we can see if finally we get some notifications that we can upgrade. No, we can't move the stadium just yet. It keeps saying, I'm gonna check quickly and see if we lost to the Panthers. Only by 6. That's not horrible. Manage team stadium. Does it still give me that notification? You'll be notified when it's time to choose a new city. So, oh wait, what are the fans saying? I want to check and see what the fans are saying, because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you guys. So, Houston Hero says, well, I will still follow the Texans even though they're leaving Houston. Texas Two Step says, I just started following the Texans, now they're leaving. And Texas Win says, I'm upset that I can't take my family to Texans games anymore. So I'm sorry, Texans fans. Oops, I almost dropped my controller. I'm sorry, Texans fans, that we're moving your team away, but it has to happen. We need to get a fresh start away from Houston and away from these bad guys. All right, here we go. Start relocation. We can finally start it. Let's upgrade. We're 2-2. We beat the Bills? How do we beat the Bills? What kind of simulation is this? Oh, we beat them big too, 42-28. So we got a breakout player. Ed Green is talking about Philip Lindsay. Okay, so he's got a chance to be a breakout player. That's cool. I don't know if I think he's got star already. Start the relocation process. You have the opportunity to move your team to a new city. What would you like them to do? You won't be in your new city until next season. View available cities. That's perfect. We don't need to be in our new city until this season's over. We've got London. I'm assuming they're all the same. Mexico City, Toronto, San Antonio, Orlando, Salt Lake City, Brooklyn, Memphis, Chicago, Sacramento, Columbus, Portland, Austin, Dublin, Oklahoma City, St. Louis, San Diego, Oakland, and then back to London. Okay, so we're not going to move anybody to Texas because we're already in Texas. So Austin's off the table, and I think San Antonio is off the table. Yeah, San Antonio's off the table too. What do we want to move to? London is the only one with green interest, I'm pretty sure. And Mexico City has green fan interest too. So, and Brooklyn. But we don't need another team in New York. We already got too many teams in New York. Where do we move to? Do we move to Portland? We could be the Riverhogs, the Snowhawks, and the Lumberjacks. I don't really want to be any of those teams. Do we want to go to OKC, the Lancers, the Nighthawks, and the Bisons? I like the Nighthawks, but the market size is small. I don't want to go to a small market, or I don't really feel like going to a small market. Choosing this city keeps existing branding, including uniforms, logo, and nickname. There are no rebrand options in this location. So we could be the St. Louis Texans, basically, if we went to St. Louis. San Diego have the Crusaders, the Red Dragons, and the Aftershocks. Do we go back to San Diego? I mean, the Chargers left there. Do we go to San Diego and become like... I feel like I'd be the Red Dragons. That sounds pretty cool. San Diego's an option. We can't choose a new name or anything for the Oakland, so we'd be the Oakland Texans. London, I don't want to go to. Mexico City, probably don't want to go to. Toronto, don't want to go to. Definitely can't go to San Antonio. Orlando has the Orbits, the Sentinels, and the Wizards, but there's already a lot of teams in Florida, so I don't feel like we should go there. Salt Lake City has the Elks, the Flyers, and the Pioneers, but they're a small market. Brooklyn, we shouldn't go to Brooklyn because there's already a lot of teams in New York. The Hounds, the Egyptians, and the Steamers from Memphis. Chicago has the Tigers, the Blues, and the Cougars. Do we go to Chicago and compete with the Bears? That'd be interesting. As bad of a record as possible. We're 2-3. Choose the name. Well, actually, let's check out our breakout player. I didn't know he had that type of talent. Ooh, did Lindsey get the upgrade? He did. Philip Lindsey's now a superstar development. That's awesome. Good job for Philip Lindsey. All right, choose the name. Choose the name. Do we want to be... We're not going to be the Texans. I already know that. Do we want to be the Blues? That's a kind of cool logo. The Blues have always been associated with the city of Chicago. The Cougars don't have a lot of fan interest. Choose Cougars, but the fans will not be pleased. And we have the Tigers. That looks a lot like the Bengals. The Chicago Tigers played in the first professional football league, ready to bring them back. So we're either going to be the Blues or the Tigers. I kind of like the Cougars, though. That's kind of a fire logo. I wish it had more fan interest. What flows off the tongue better? The Chicago Blues, the Chicago Cougars, or the Chicago Tigers? I feel like the Tigers flows off the tongue better, but that's too similar to the Bengals. I don't want to be too... We're already joining another team in a city, in the same city, so I don't want to just piggyback off the Bengals. That's way too similar. So we'd either be the Cougars or the Blues. The Blues have 3 fan interest. The Cougars have 1. Why do the fans not have to be interested in this one? This one's a fire logo. Look at that logo. That's actually pretty cool. The Chicago Blues, the Chicago Cougars. What one should we be? Should I flip a coin again? I got a coin right here. Heads for Cougars, tails for Blues. What's it gonna be? It is heads for Cougars. Heads for Cougars. All right. Looks like we're being the Cougars. The fate has decided that we're gonna upset the fans. We already moved the team, so we are the Chicago Cougars now. That is our team name. The fans aren't gonna be happy, but the coin decided for us. The coin did decide for us. Let's keep losing games, please, so that we can get the best draft pick possible. Let's check out, see what's the fans saying on Twitter. You're outraged by the Texans leaving. I knew it was getting bad, but I never thought Texans would leave Houston. I just started following. Okay, so everybody's mad. Let's pick uniforms now. I think uniforms are up next. So let's simulate to week 7. and see if uniforms are actually up next. They are up next, and we beat the Colts. Like, come on, Texans, stop winning games. I'm trying to get the worst draft pick possible. Maybe I have to start on my bench players. So we got this uniform. Pizza Pie Paul says this is such a great design, very edgy. I like this, but I voted for style too. Awesome stripes and color contrast. Hope it wins. So that's 40%. So that's the highest fan vote. Then we've got this one, which is, I love the design, love these. I have a windbreaker that has the same color scheme. It is what it is, and it's awesome. Polish sausage fan. I don't know why that's so hard for me. And then this one was very cool, number font, simple, straightforward, works for me. Very nice color scheme. So you haven't decided. Tails for style 3. The coin is deciding everything here because I can't make up my mind. Let's keep losing games, boys. Why are we winning games? I don't understand it. Let's not beat the Cardinals here. I mean, they are 2-4, so we probably will beat them. I think next up is our stadium. We got to decide what stadium we want. We lost. Okay, good. We lost. How do we beat the Colts but lose to the Cardinals? I don't understand. We don't want anything basic. We don't want anything basic. What are the fans saying? If they skip the suites, they won't get the corporate money. Owner is going to have to sell everything they own to afford this. $750 million. Are we going to sit in a cheap wooden chairs? I want something with huge stadium capacity. So I think I like basic traditional. Cheap stadium with premium seats. Can they be more obvious? Hashtag greed. Good luck making money with that in this small city. How small are the bathrooms going to be in this place? Are we going to have wait for hours? Okay, some fans don't want that one. Deluxe candy. For the cost of the stadium, this gives the team the best chance of making profit. I'd love to see the stadium in person. Includes massive bathrooms and a sweet new fan zone. I don't really like the canopy one, though. The canopy one, I mean, it's okay. On paper, it looks like the best choice, but they need to pay attention to cost versus seating. Hashtag beam me up. The stadium is the obvious choice. It looks like amazing and has top line amenities, no contest. They'd better pick this one. Maybe this owner can sell some stock of his stock to cover the extra cost. The deluxe hybrid. Ooh, the deluxe traditional. I really like the look of the traditional stadiums. This is the right way to go. Spend the extra money, go for traditional. My son and I can't wait to go for the games. Love the old school stadium design. Awful seats for the fans, pure luxury for the suites. Hashtag money. Okay, so maybe we go with the deluxe sphere. Do we want to be in a dome? That's another point because we are in Chicago. There's a lot of weather situations. Do we want to be in a dome? What in the world is a sphere design? Are there any pictures online? They better have the 50-yard line logos in the right place. Not the smartest choice financially, but does have a lot of club seats. Just look at this design and I love it. What are the chances this owner picks a stadium? I'm voting stadium. It has 4,500 suite level seating, 10,000 lower level seating, 29,500 middle levels, and 23,000 upper level. Facilities are all level 5. Let's do the $1 billion construction of our new stadium. So we are going to be in that stadium. Desmond King's got a chance to get a development upgrade, which is cool. I hope he gets it. But since Philip Lindsay already got his, I'm assuming he's not going to get his because that's how Madden works. So let's skip to the next week. I don't think there's anything else I can do with upgrades to the team or to the place. Yeah, I don't think it is. Did he get it? Desmond King had a pretty quiet. Yeah, I figured that's how it was going to be. Usually, you get it if you get 2 breakout scenarios in like the back-to-back weeks or something, or in pretty close concession to each other, it's usually one of the 2 gets it and the other one doesn't. So I figured that he wasn't going to get it because we already had one with Philip Lindsay. But we are 4-4, which I'm not happy with. I think I should start losing games. New ability unlocked for Philip Lindsay. What's he get? He's got spin cycle or energizer. Okay, so I could change that if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. So we beat the Rams, which is weird. Answer media questions. What's the media question for? It's for up and down first half of the season. I truly believe we'll level out and take off. It's hard for me to say. Either team needs to focus first or whatever. So we have 74 staff points, and I think the move is to bench Deshaun Watson. Is that a good idea? Do we bench Deshaun Watson and go for the best pick possible? Let's bench Deshaun Watson and go for Davis Mills and see what happens. Because remember, we're going for a good draft pick. We're not trying to go to the playoffs. We're not trying to win a Super Bowl with Houston Texans. We won. We beat the Dolphins with freaking Davis Mills. How is that possible? How is that freaking possible? We beat the Dolphins with Davis Mills? What kind of team do they throw out there? We're tied for first with the Colts. What are we doing here? The Colts lost. Now we're going up against the Titans. What is happening here? I don't understand it. Crazy situation. Let's see. Are we going to beat the Titans too? I would expect not. We beat the freaking Titans? What is happening? How are we so good? Davis Mills is our starting quarterback. I benched Deshaun Watson, and we're winning games now? We were losing more games with Deshaun. What the heck is happening? Why are we losing? Why are we winning games? Davis Mills is our freaking starter. He's 65 overall rookie, and we're winning these games. We beat the Titans. We beat the freaking Titans, bro. How is this effing possible? I'm going to maybe scout some college players. Let's keep going. Let's see. Are we gonna win again against the Jets? They're 3-7. I would hope if we beat the Titans. Thank you. We beat the Jets. Why am I saying thank you? We're 7-4, but Davis Mills is 3-0 as a starting quarterback in this league. Davis Mills. What kind of drugs am I on right now? What kind of crack cocaine did I take? View the playoff picture. We're the freaking 3 seed in the AFC. Unbelievable, bro. The Colts are 5-7. How are we effing possibly this good? We got to go up against, who is that? The 49ers we're going up against? Maybe I should have just traded my entire team. Maybe that's the move. Advanced week. Are we going to win again? We finally lost. We lost to the Colts, it looks like. I thought that was the 49ers for a second. I don't know why I thought that was 49ers, but we're 7-5. Thank God we lost again. But we've already ruined our spot at a good draft pick because we're 7 wins. I don't know why we decided to play really well. Are we going to go on a losing streak now? That would be very typical if we went on a losing streak right now. No, we beat the Seahawks. How is Davis Mills our future? He's winning all these games. He's not getting any upgrades. I haven't seen him once on here. We have a lot of staff points to use. How the effing FF is Davis Mills this good? He's 66 overall. He's grown 2 since being the starter. What is happening? All right, we got to play the Jaguars this week. Let's see what happens. We lose to the Jaguars 41-21. What is happening? This is the most up and down roller coaster of a simulation I've ever seen in my life. We should have lost every single game. That's why I did it. That's why I benched Deshaun Watson, so we could lose every single game. Yet we lost 2 out of the ones I've simulated. 8-6. How is that effing possible? We're going to make the playoffs unless we lose the rest of these games. No, we beat the Chargers. Are we beating these teams? How is it possible to beat these teams? Davis Mills is a god, apparently. He's a literal embodiment of a god. I don't know what's happening. This is the most wild simulation I've ever seen in my life. We have so many staff points to use. Marcus Cannon's back from injury. That's good. He must have had a training injury. Okay. Let me check the stats here. We're week 17. Let me just check some stats real quick. Why is Davis Mills a god? He got an upgrade, so he's up to a 67 overall. Why is Davis Mills... That's scheduled. Nope, I didn't mean to hit that. Why is Davis Mills a literal embodiment of a god? Let me just check these stats real quick. What is he doing? How is he this good? He's got 1,500 passing yards. He's only thrown 3 picks. He's better than Deshaun Watson is. Not passing yards wise, but everything else he's better than Deshaun Watson. What is happening here? Lindsey's got 700 rushing yards. Davis Mills is going crazy. Is he going to win Rookie of the Year? Yearly awards. Let's go to AFC. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Where's Davis Mills? He's 4th. Davis Mills is 4th in the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Do we understand what we're talking about here? Are we talking about the same guy? Davis Mills? What's our playoff picture looking like? Are we still 3rd? We're 4th now. Okay, the Patriots have started to come back. Are we going to beat the 49ers? We're both 9-6. This will be very typical for us to lose this. We won 38-10. Davis Mills is a god. He's a legendary person. He's a literal legend. Davis Mills might have to be our starting quarterback next year. With the way that he's simulating, how could we go away from it? How could we ever go away from Davis Mills if he's leading us to victories over teams that we should not be beating? We have 10 wins on the year. 10 wins as the Houston Texans. Remember, this is the season I was trying to tank. I benched our best quarterback because I was trying to tank, and we ended up making the playoffs. Well, I think we're guaranteed a playoff spot, or at least we're guaranteed. We're not guaranteed the division. We got to beat the Titans. This is actually a big game. If we lose this game, I think we have the tiebreaker because we beat them once. Let's see if we win. We already beat them once, and we beat them again. We swept the Titans, and we're in the wild card against the Raiders. Unbelievable, Davis. You're a literal god. A literal god. I don't understand how it's physically possible for us to do that, but we did it. I'm not complaining. Actually, I am complaining because we were supposed to lose, but we might as well try and win a Super Bowl. That wasn't my intention, was to try and win a Super Bowl in year number 1. Davis Mills has 25 passing touchdowns and still 3 interceptions. He doesn't have it. He has 3 interceptions. This dude is a god. A literal god. Is he going to win Rookie of the Year? Did he move up in those last couple of weeks? He did. He moved up to 3rd. He's not going to win it. Najee Harris is probably going to take it. Is he an MVP voting? That would be freaking crazy if he was an MVP voting. NFL MVP. No, he's not. Okay, I didn't think he was going to be, but I just had a little bit of a... had to check a little bit there. So we make the playoffs as the Houston Texans. Our final season is the Houston Texans. Are we going to win? I guarantee you we lose this game. I guarantee you we lose this game. I told you we were going to lose. Why? Why did we make the playoffs and we were just going to lose right to the Raiders? What is the point? That's frustrating. I wish we would have not even made the playoffs because now our draft pick sucks and we don't even get a Super Bowl out of it. We make the wild card and then nothing happens. Unbelievable. Un-effing believable. I don't know. Manage the roster. Trade center. What do we got here? Manual trade. Our draft pick's probably in the 20s. It's 23. Ugh. Ugh. How are we supposed to get a franchise-changing player with a 23 first-round draft pick? So, who wants Deshaun Watson? The Colts need Deshaun Watson. What do the Colts got that I could have? Quentin Nelson, who's 26. We could probably get a decent amount for Deshaun Watson because he is Deshaun Watson. He's young, and he's probably valued pretty highly, but I don't want to trade in division. That'd be stupid. So second is probably as high as I would be willing to go for a 30-year-old guard. No, we're not going to be able to bring in Scherf. Not going to bring in Scherf. There's not really anybody else that I want. We have players that negotiate. We have 26 players that need to negotiate contracts. Terry McLaurin is next year. His contract is up. That's okay. What about these guys down here? Is there anybody here that we desperately need? We don't want you, so you can go. I'll let you go. I'll let Derek Rivers walk. I'll let Tyrod Taylor. He'd like to play for a new team next year. Okay, cool. Cool. Go play for a new team. I don't care. See if I care, because I don't. 14.6, is that good? That's a good offer. Kiki's back. Vernon Hargraves. Let's see if we can get you back, because I would like to have you on the team. I think you got some talent. So, $6 million. Okay, he's back. Justin Britt, we're going to let walk, probably. I don't care about Justin Britt. We can always get a different center. I'll let you walk. Jordan Akins. David Johnson, we're going to trade. Philip Lindsay, we're going to try and sign. Desmond King, we're going to try and sign. Justin Reed, we're going to try and sign. Or actually, we're going to try and trade those two guys. So, without this being a super long video, let's see what we can do trade-wise with those guys. Desmond King. That's the trade block. I don't want that. Desmond King and David Johnson. So Desmond King, David Johnson. Who wants either of them? King's got a lot of interest, which I figured he would. But David Johnson's got nothing. So we're going to have to throw them in as a package deal. So who's going to have a good draft pick? Who's going to have a good draft pick for me to take? The Chargers? What's their draft pick looking like? I'd send him back to the Chargers. No, I don't want to do that to him. I'll send him to a different team. I don't want to give him back to the team that just let him go. What about too much? So we go with maybe... Who's got a pretty decent pick? The Chargers have pick 6. I mean, I could send him back there. Or at least try to send him back there. The Eagles have pick 8. Let's see what they do, what they have for me here. They have Devontae Smith. So give me a first-round pick and Devontae Smith. That's not going to work. I figured it wouldn't. I was just seeing. I was just throwing stuff at the wall, see if it would stick. Is there anybody here I want? Lane Johnson's 32. They don't really have anything that good. So maybe we just go away from the Eagles in their pick. The Falcons have pick 4, but that's probably going to be pretty difficult to get, just like the other one was. The Jaguars have pick 7, but they're in division, so I don't want to go for them. The Jets have pick 5. How hard is it to get pick 5 along with something else? How much do they value Elijah Vera Tucker? They value him a lot. But I could give you my first round pick, pick 23, and we would move up. Nah, do I want to do that? Or do I want to give a third round pick next year, which could be good? Davis, Marcus May. Trade offer was accepted. So Desmond King, David Johnson, and a third round pick next year gives us Marcus May, Mekhi Becton, and Elijah Vera Tucker. So we just got huge upgrades at the offensive line position for a guy that I wasn't going to pay. So manage the roster. Huge upgrades at offensive line. And Elijah Vera Tucker is going to grow. So is Mekhi Becton. So Mekhi Becton, we can put either one of these guys at right tackle. Doesn't matter. Probably, what's his face? Tunsil. So then we have a good... We just need a better right guard and center. So if I move Tunsil, he's a 91. If I move him to right tackle, does he stay at a 91? Does he go down? Right tackle. He stays at 91. All right, perfect. So we have our right tackle, we have our left guard, and we have our left tackle of the future just from trading. So, well, we already had... what's his face? I wonder how hard it is to get Aaron Donald. That'd be kind of cool. All right, players ready to negotiate. We don't need David Johnson anymore because we already traded him. So Justin Reed and Philip Lindsay. Okay. I definitely want to try and bring back Justin Reed. I think he's going to be good for us. So let's offer him a little bit more money. 38.5. Is that good? He's happy to sign. Okay. And I think we just tag Lindsay for now. Let's tag Lindsay. Use our tag in. Oh, I can't tag him? I should have offered him a contract, didn't I? I'm such an idiot. I'm stupid. I'm very, very stupid. All right, let's tag the center then. I'm a very dumb person. I didn't mean to do that. I should offer him a contract so that he would reject it, and then we could offer him the tag. But I'm an idiot. I know. I'm sorry. We have negative money in free agency. I thought we'd have more money than that. Devontae Adams is in free agency. And the Seahawks are probably going to get him. Davis Mills is our only quarterback. Philip Lindsay has some offers. Raheem Mostert has no offers, but I don't have any money to offer him. Who's taking up our money? Why do we have no money? Didn't expect either of them to sign. Harrison Smith is still negotiating. Are they going to sign with us? No way they do. No way they do. It is almost time for the NFL draft. The Dolphins are going to take Harrison Smith. I figured they would. I didn't really want him anyway because that's too much money. All right. We're going to be a pretty bad team next year. That's what I'm kind of banking on, though. View free agency recap. Did Cam even sign with us? Did he sign with anybody? He's still negotiating. Mostert didn't sign. Bryce Callahan didn't sign. Gordon didn't sign. Interesting. There's a lot of big-name guys that didn't take contracts. Maybe we can snag some of them up in actual free agency. But I'm going to leave it here for the next episode, because in the next episode, we will draft our very first ever player for the Cougars. If you guys forgot what our draft picks look like, I will show you them real quickly. We have 3 of them, I think. Maybe 2 of them. We have the 3rd overall pick and the 23rd overall pick in the first round, plus a 2nd, 2/3, a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th. So we have a lot of options. Do we draft a quarterback, or do we stick with Davis Mills? Because he brought us to the playoffs. So do we stick with Davis Mills, or do we rock with a fresh face in the draft? It's all up to whatever we want to do. He's a 71 overall with the momentum boost. We have no running backs at all on the roster. Our offensive line is good. We need a couple guys in the middle here, but now we have Terry McLaurin and Jerry Jeudy as our 2 young wide receivers. We've got some stuff building here. We got Marcus May now along with Justin Reed. Chase Young's on the edge. Patrick Surtain's here at corner. So you can see the building blocks. The building blocks are starting here in Chicago with the Cougars. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it was a little bit of a long one. And my camera just died right at the end. That's perfect, though, because we're just about to end this. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, hit notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!